Welcome everybody to another episode of TowMateTV. Gunther Vinson, Director of Marketing, with you again today. I got Chris Anderson, Vice President of TowMate, with me again. How's it going, man?
Oh, going well.
Awesome.
Another week, another show. So we thought we'd show you guys some more of the PowerLink line of lighting this week. Last week we spoke about the multi-state overhead bar, and this week we're going to talk about some of the peripheral lighting that you can add to the truck, strobes for the grill, the side of the vehicle, and so forth. So kind of to elaborate on what PowerLink is, last week we talked about how our controller, of which we've got two different styles up here on the board, these just go to power and ground, and they send signals over the vehicle. You would just have one of them on the truck, but they send signals over the power wires to operate the various PowerLink lights on the vehicle. So I'm going to demonstrate our touch screen today. You can't see it too terribly well, but it's a digital display, and it actually has multiple settings. You've got a setting to control the PowerLink lighting on the vehicle, and you've got a setting that monitors your TowMate wireless tow light. So if you leave your light behind, it'll let you know. It'll beep and flash, but it also shows you information about the light while it's in use. So it will show how much battery life remains in the unit, as well as that the unit's operating properly. But for today's demonstration, I'm going to set it up where we'll be controlling the lights. So I select PowerLink on the screen, and it brings up all of the potential PowerLink functions. So let's see, let's go ahead and start with these top ones. It looks like they've already got power going to them. So these are multi-purpose LED lighting strips. They can be mounted to the vehicle, on the sides, on the headache rack, anywhere you need. And they act basically as a full light bar. But they also have multiple modes that they can set up just when they get power. So they've got power going to them right now. I can set them up to where they act as marker lights. So upon setup, you just take a magnet and you swipe it over the sensor, and it cycles through different marker modes. So in this case, we would want just the amber LEDs on as a marker. We could do it with the big one too. And so we want the amber LEDs on as markers. So these running down the side of the truck look super sharp, give you great side illumination as you're rolling down the road. But then when you get to the scene and you want to activate your strobes, you just hit your strobe button, and they flip to an amber white strobe. Now, as with most things that we offer, there's all kinds of options. So these aren't the only flash patterns. And in fact, you can also take the white out of the strobe if you're not allowed to run white. So you just swipe it again, and it takes the white out. And then you can cycle through all sorts of different patterns, and go blind while doing it. So that's the strobe setting.
What all colors do these come with that you're available to use?
Yeah, so we can offer these in pretty well every LED color that would be practical. So we can do amber, white, red, blue, and even green in some instances.
Nice.
So in addition to that, these also have arrow patterns, so you can direct traffic. And again, you can have the white a part of that pattern if you want, or not. It's up to you and just how you set it up. Now, you don't have to obviously set this up every time you go to use it. You set it how you want it to respond with a given input on the controller, and then every time you hit that input, it's going to respond that way. So there's also some really cool things you could do, where you could set it up where the work lights come on with different functions. So if you have these on the side of the truck, you could have it set up where when your overhead light bar is doing a left arrow, directing traffic to the left, the ones on the left side of the truck, the road side of the truck, could be strobing, and on the ditch side of the truck, the right side of the truck, they come on as a work light, all with one button, being the left traffic advisor. There's just a lot you can do with these lights and set them up where, you know, you've got one button to push and you've got a practical, realistic and safe lighting setup on your rig at the push of one button. So these are the PLC 220 and the PLC 300 respectively. We also offer this in a 16-inch version, which is the PLC 160. And I can show those to you right quick while we're talking about the strip lighting. Gunther, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and flip the power switch for these and go ahead and kill those so we got the functionality here. So as you see, I've already got these set up in the marker light mode. Once again, you've got different modes. One I didn't show on the above one is where you've got these 3 lights, and this is also on these strips. So we make a version where these LEDs and these positions are red for your DOT markers, your rear facing, you know, 3 red markers. We have a version that these LEDs are red. You hit a button for strobe and it's just going to strobe the amber or the amber white. So we have options galore just depending on the placement of the strip. But again, these have, you know, your arrows and your strobe, and then you got your Night Rider too. So that's the PLC 160, the PLC 220, and the PLC 300. Now, some of the other cool stuff we're able to do with the PowerLink technology has to do with the tail lights. We'll go ahead and kill this one and bring these guys up. So these are our PowerLink stop tail turn lights. We offer those in the 4-inch round, 3x5 rectangular, and the 6-inch oval. They look just like a standard tail light. In fact, go ahead and hit that top switch. You'll see it functions just like a normal stop tail turn. Your low side for your marker, your high side for your brake and turn. But then when I go to hit the, and go ahead and kill that top one, when I go to hit the strobe, now you've got, in this case, an amber white strobe. Those are actually tricolor. They've got amber, white, and red, the red being the stop tail turn. You know, if you were to hit the brakes while it's running, go ahead and flip that switch, it's going to override. So your stop tail turn is always going to override. And then when you turn it, whenever you let off the brake, there's a brief delay letting you know that it's just making it more clear for following motorists so there's no confusion as to what's going on. And then it goes back to the strobe. Now these also have work light functionality as well. So without having to run any extra wiring to the rear of the truck, you're able to simply replace the factory stop tail turn with our PowerLink, and now you've got strobes, you've got work light, and you've got your stop tail turn. No drilling new holes, no running new wire. It just runs off. It gets the signal over the marker light circuit, and so it makes for super simple installation and a very easy way to add safe lighting to your vehicle.
So you're adding phenomenal functionality with a plug-and-play system, basically.
Yes, basically.
Wow.
So there's a little bit of magic that's got to be done to get our controller and the marker circuit on the same circuit. Basically, what we recommend is running power directly off the truck battery, going to a relay that's going to be ignition triggered, and then putting our controller power to that relay, and then take the truck's marker circuit and connect it to that relay. And then that becomes our line of communication all the way around the truck. We also have markers in a 2-inch and 2.5-inch round that simply plug and play. It'll come on as a red marker, hit a button, and you've got an amber strobe. We also make them in amber, where you could do like an amber white. So it'd be an amber marker, strobe amber, or strobe amber white. Hit another button and it's a white work light. So really, I like to say the only limitation is your imagination when it comes to the PowerLink lighting and how you want it to be configured. So we'll go ahead and move on down the row here. So a lot of people say, you know, hey, I love the technology, but I've got some lights that are already on the truck I also want to tie in when I add your PowerLink system. And to that I say, I've got a solution. I'm going to go ahead and step over here now. So that's kind of what these two cards do here. These are our PowerLink PLC RX, which is the universal 2-channel receiver card. And what that equates to is it brings the PowerLink technology to any other LED light. For instance, these bullet markers here, there's nothing special about them. They're just a standard 3/4 inch bullet marker. Well, this card, it's got 2 channels. The little LED indicator shows what that channel's doing. So right now the card has power going to it. It's letting power through constantly to that channel. So in the case of a marker light, if this is in line of your marker light circuit, that's what you want. You want it to allow power through so they come on as a marker light. I could change it using a magnet to where it's got power going to the card, but it's not allowing power through until I hit a button. You know, so in the case of like a work light, that's how you would want it set up, because you wouldn't want them on all the time until it gets its command. But in this case, it's a marker, so we're going to allow power through. Oop. And so they come on as a marker, but then I go and I hit the strobe button, and now it's going to flash. Well, I've got it set up actually where it's flashing our grill lights, which these are also some flush mount strobes, but I can set it to where it also flashes the markers. So I think I had it set on a different button, but we'll go ahead and train it so where it comes on with strobe. So now when I hit strobe, it's going to flash the markers as well. I can further change the pattern, make it a little more aggressive with the strobe, a little less, or not at all. So that just makes it to where you've got the ability to turn things on and off wirelessly, as well as to strobe them. And I say wirelessly, it's not technically wirelessly, it's using our PowerLink technology where the signals are being sent over the power wires. So again, you saw these are some of our grill lights. They're available in a stud mount, these bigger ones, and then the smaller ones here, you can see they've got a bezel, so they're a flush mount. You've got black or chrome option, and these are actually synced together, so you can sync their patterns together, so they flash, you know, alternating or together at different rates and different patterns. Now, just a quick reminder, all of these products are made right here in Rogers, Arkansas, where we're based out of. Go ahead and move back over. And they carry our lifetime warranty. So as you know, with all TowMate products, we offer a lifetime warranty on electronics and LEDs. And that stands true for all of these lights that you see here. And then finally, they're on the board here. They're not PowerLink, but we do have strip lighting available as well. And these are available in different lengths and colors. Let's see, red, white, blue, green, amber, and UV, purple UV, kind of a black light for your college dorm room, you know. But they're available in 1.5 inch, about an 8 inch, and about a 20 inch or so. You've got 3 LEDs, 12 LEDs, and 33 LEDs on these models here. And so you could use these with one of our PowerLink universal receivers to turn them on and off, or to strobe them. There's all sorts of things you can do with these: toolbox lights, underbody lighting, and something that kind of separates our strip lighting from others on the market is that they're not the flimsy kind of comes on a reel. These are on a aluminum PCB, which means that they are rigid, but they're also flexible. It gives them greater heat exchange, so we can burn the LEDs brighter, longer, and they last longer. But it's also a flexible piece, but it's not flimsy. So just kind of another product that we offer that you might take advantage of. So that's pretty well what we wanted to cover today on these lights, and definitely appreciate you tuning in.
Nice. Well, Chris, I appreciate you coming in, man, and really learned a lot about the PLC line today. You can outfit an entire vehicle with PLC lighting. That's basically what we got here, an entire vehicle setup, ready to go.
That's right, and with minimal labor, so it makes it an installer's dream. And some of the functionality that you're able to accomplish simply isn't achievable without some novel wiring on conventional lights. So we definitely have some things that set us apart, and like I say, it's American made, and we back it with a lifetime warranty. So if you have further questions, give your dealer a call or call us, and we can refer you to a dealer. And stay safe out there.
Nice. Thanks for coming in, Chris. Appreciate you, man. And we appreciate everybody out there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.